My name is Phyllis Jackson, principal here at Ann Chestnut Middle School.
And I'm David Greene, assistant principal and athletic director.
And I'm Jennifer Jasinski, assistant principal at Ann Chestnut Middle School.
Welcome to the 2020-21 school year here.
And hopefully soon, we'll see you walking through these doors.
But until then, we'll see you online.
Hi, I'm Phyllis Jackson, principal of Ann Chestnut Middle School. I'm going to give you some brief information about our virtual open house. Ann Chestnut is looking ahead while tackling the present. The virtual open house is flexible and will allow users to engage at their own time and at their own pace. We are now a face-to-face virtual school with the North Carolina Department of Instructions. We will begin virtually and remain that way for at least the first 9 weeks. While students will continue to work online with their teachers, take a moment to visit our virtual open house. Come visit us virtually and learn more. The virtual open house is flexible and will allow students and teachers, parents and students to engage with their teachers at their own time and their own pace. This link will be available on our website, plus the links was sent through the parent and student packet. The administration and student services meet and greet will be Tuesday, July 7th from 2 to 4 p.m. The virtual teachers meet and greets will be Wednesday, July 8th from 10 to 12 and from 4 to 6 p.m. To give you some more information about what face-to-face virtual means. This is a hybrid of face-to-face instruction and virtual learning instruction that is provided by teachers with planned instructions. This option will allow year-round schools to remain virtually while beginning and staying on the year-round schedule. Schools will utilize a daily schedule just as they would in a traditional settings. Students will log on to their Google Meet sessions. Teachers will provide instructions and support through various platforms. Instructions on Google Meet sessions, flip videos, assignments through Google Classroom, etc. Every student can have a device. If you're in need of a device, please log on into our webpage and fill out the survey. Devices are only available for the students that attend Ann Chestnut Middle School, but you must complete the survey online. Ann Chestnut Middle School will now be a feeding site. We will begin the feeding site on July 9th. The hours will be from 11 to 1. The pickup area will be in the back parking lot across from Buffalo Wild Wings. You will enter on the Richwood Court area. Communication is vital at a virtual school. Communication is important for the success of your children. Some of the ways we encourage communication are Classroom, Dojo, Google Classroom, and of course our school webpage. Email the staff, email the teachers and administrators. Use their first and last name at ccs.k12.nc.us. Connect calls will be coming at least twice a week, and we will also schedule virtual parent-teacher conferences. Attendance is vital and is a must. It is not an option for your child not to be online every day beginning at 8:30. You must meet the compulsory attendance requirements if you would also like to play sports. Attendance will be recorded every day in every class.
Hello, Hornet family. My name is David Greene. I'm the assistant principal and athletic director at Ann Chestnut Middle School. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about our athletic program for the start of the 2020-2021 school year. Now, we do have a start date for August 24th for fall sports. However, due to COVID-19, it is possible that our fall season could be delayed. We could have some set restrictions or even possibly not have it at all. But just in case, I want to make sure I prepared you for the requirements for fall sports. One of the first requirements is athletic physicals. The state has put in a new clause that stated if you had an exam on March 1st of 2019, that physical is now going to be good for 2 years. So for example, if the exam was March 1st, 2019, instead of expiring March 1st, 2020, it will now expire March 1st, 2021. However, if you did have a physical before then, you will need a new physical for this school year. You'll be able to access the physicals on the Cumberland County School website or Ann Chestnut's website. It's really important that you use the state physical form because on the back it's going to require a physician's signature and the physician's stamp. A new thing for our athletic program is going to be final forms. Now, many of you that played sports last year remember arbiter. You also remember the difficulty of arbiter, especially linking the parent and student accounts. So that whole process is now going to be removed, and we're going to start with final forms. Final forms, the link for that will be on our website as well, and it is very easy to use. As a parent, you'll click the link, you create an account, and then you can actually add your child's accounts. The only thing is, there is going to be 15 different sections on final forms that will require you to complete, but they're very easy to do. I will be able to monitor it and be able to send you any updates if you're missing a signature. The other part about requirements for fall athletics will be all students are going to be eligible. Where in the past, only 6th graders were eligible the first semester based on grades and attendance. For this upcoming school year, all students from 6th, 7th, and 8th grade will be eligible. But after the fall season, when we start winter and spring sports, I will have to look at the first semester eligibility, which would include grades and attendance. For grades, the students have to have at least a 70% average for all their classes and not fail more than 2 classes. For attendance, they really need to be in school for 85% of the days or not miss more than 13 school days. When looking at the virtual schedule, you will notice that we have an A day and a B day. Our A days are going to be Monday and Thursday with a start time of 8:30 and an end time of 3:10. Our B days will be Tuesday and Friday with a start time of 8:30 and an end time of 3:10. We will also have what's called a Wins Wednesday, What I Need Wednesdays, which will be individualized support to help our students and staff. Each day is going to have select periods. If we're looking at our A day, you will notice our students go into their homeroom, and then they begin with their first period and second period. Between both periods, you will have a 10-minute break. After the second period, we'll have another 10-minute break, followed by their 5th period, and then their 6th period. Once 6th period concludes, we will have a 90-minute lunch. Then the students will return for 4 20-minute enrichment blocks. As you can see on A days, it would be period 1, period 2, period 5, and period 6. That way, the students are basically seeing the same teachers on that day. When we look at our B day, it's very similar, except for our students will start off in period 3, followed by a 10-minute break, and then go into period 4. After period 4, we have another 10-minute break. We'll go into period 7. We'll receive another 10-minute break, and then we'll finish with period 8 before we go to lunch. Again, lunch is going to be 90 minutes, and then when students return, they will conclude the day with another 4 20-minute long enrichment periods. And again, the periods for enrichment are going to be the same periods as the beginning of the day. With our Wednesdays, we want it to be known that that is a required time for students, just as the enrichment periods for A day and B day. The main importance of Wednesday is to provide that more individual support for students, because as we all understand, learning virtual is not quite the same as being in the classroom. It may be that we need some additional support with math, ELA, science, social studies, and it'll present a more one-on-one situation with the teachers and students. There will be designated time set up, and the students will be invited virtually through their CCS email to attend.
Hey, Ann Chestnut family. My name is Jennifer Jasinski, and I'm one of the assistant principals at our middle school. As we embark on this new adventure as a face-to-face virtual public school, it is imperative that we continue to stress the importance of student attendance. Whether in the traditional environment or in a virtual setting, to be successful in education, you must show up. Please know that attendance will be taken every day in every class period. Students are expected to be on time and present for the entire virtual class session for every class. Remember that class starts at 8:30 and does not end until 3:10 in the afternoon. This includes core classes, electives, and all afternoon enrichment sessions. You are also required to be an active participant in our Win Wednesday and take advantage of everything that it has to offer. Student attendance has a direct correlation with academic success. We want everyone to understand that while we are in the virtual phase of our school year, grades will be taken. Students will be assessed weekly with classwork, homework, quizzes, and tests. Grades will be uploaded into PowerSchool on a weekly basis once PowerSchool is up and running for the school year. The following learning expectations will apply to all students at Ann Chestnut Middle School. Log on to each period at the beginning. This will count as student attendance and count towards class participation. Class attendance is important for students to receive instruction and make their grades count. Your camera must be on at all times throughout the entire class period. Learners must actively participate by asking and answering questions, engaging in conversations, and completing all assignments. Learners must be accountable for their own learning. You must be dressed appropriately and make sure that you wake up every morning with the mindset that you are going to school. Utilize your scheduled breaks for restroom trips, snacks, and lunch. Students, teachers, and families were able to get adjusted to our virtual learning from March to May. Now you need to be in the mindset that we are in this for real. Teachers will be grading all assignments, and grades will be entered in PowerSchool to provide students and parents with the feedback of student learning progress. If your student is having difficulties accessing the curriculum, please contact their teacher so strategies can be implemented to assist you and your child. Understand that virtual learning is a new concept for most, and many parents or guardians want to know how they can best help their student be successful. Here are some tips to help you better assist your child with being their absolute best every day in the virtual setting. Don't underestimate the power of a schedule. Hold your child accountable for following the ACMS virtual schedule. Middle schoolers work best if they maintain a consistent routine. Make sure your child has the materials necessary to complete all assignments. If there is something you need, please reach out to us. Provide an environment conducive to learning. Create a space with limited distractions to include video games, their phone, and other people who may get them off task. Your child will complete their best work in a quiet, comfortable, and dedicated space that is strictly designated for learning. Require them to get up and get dressed for school every day. Communicate with your child's teacher. Good two-way communication between families and schools plays an important role in student success. The faculty and staff at Ann Chestnut Middle School are certain that this will be a successful learning adventure for all students. We are excited to begin this journey with all of you and to celebrate our successes along the way as we keep our head in the game.